Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Dark Descent. Let's get this elevator working. So we went through storage, found a couple of rods for repairing the elevator, and we know the last one's in the study. Visited the guest bedroom where we read some more about this sphere that was found and the pieces and putting them together. Still not sure if we are Daniel or we are somebody else. Anyway, let's see what's next. We gotta go into the study, and then I'm assuming the machine shop is, the machine shop will be like the last place we go to actually do the repair. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Hmm. The first thing I notice is that these flame thingies are lit, and I kind of feel like they weren't before, but I could be remembering that wrong. Like, this whole area out here felt like it was supposed to be a safe haven, partly because of what happened with the music out here. And I feel like the music is different now that we have visited the guest room. It's not playing that same sort of ethereal, it's different. And I feel like maybe a lot of these flames were not lit before. Interesting. So, he panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that your health and sanity are, um, they're conveyed in terms of symptoms and not just as like a bar that you can look at, which is it's a cool way to do it. When I played Mortuary Assistant, they had sort of a similar like visual clue of how bad your sanity was getting, but you could never really tell like how close you actually are to being out of time, which was fitting. It's a fitting way to handle sanity. Okay, and this evidently counts as in the dark. So, interesting. Hearing some unsettling noises. I may be really short on oil, but at least I have tons of tinder boxes. What is that? I guess it's nothing. Yeah, it is interesting what they consider being in the dark. Because, like, on top of the light coming through the window, these candles are lit, and just being in the corner where they are counts as in the dark. Is that a bunch of dogs howling? Alright. Really need to find some more oil now.
That taste,
Oh,
that fragrance, Damascus rose.
hmm. Can't see very far. What's this? Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer, the most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility. an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside, and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night, listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Where did we hear Agrippa's name earlier? I can't remember. But that sure sounds similar to the one that we found in that tomb. And I sort of expected the study to be like a room, but it's like a whole section of this place, whole area, with not a lot of places to hide if that thing shows up. Oh. Oh. Okay. They baited me with something they knew I needed. Didn't seem to drive me too insane there, though.
Let's see what you have to offer.
Ew.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
The canine spine. Ugh, what were you doing in here? Ugh. Well, I guess that's why we hear a bunch of howling dogs. Can I defend myself with this? What's this? Animal experiment. Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Okay. So, is this some bloodborne shit? He's trying to ascend to some cosmic divine truth, and these victims of experimentation are the result. Milestones of human anatomy: the canine jaw, understanding balance. Hmm. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on this subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. It's so weird how it's like he's got that sort of villainous scientist uh, approach, but he keeps talking about like sensing this energy, and it's very sort of mystical and sort of at odds with how methodical he's being with these experiments and everything. I mean, how do you do anything concrete with just like looking for some energy that you sense about the meaning of life or whatever? I mean, it's a recipe for disaster, it sounds like. Sounds like that's what happened. Ha. Oh! Yeah, that hurt my brain a little bit. How dare you? Something wrong with his face. A for Alexander? Is that what he looked like in his final days? Assuming he's, well, not his final days, because he's still around. Interesting room full of lore. Hmm. Well, isn't this the whole place? So, where is this rod that I'm supposed to find? It said something about it being repaired in the study. Was there something in here that I missed? I mean, that hallway's blocked like that other one was that I needed an explosive for. But I doubt that I'm gonna find another explosive to clear this one. Hmm. Did I miss something in here? What the hell? He looks normal again. I'm losing it. Hmm. So, I guess all I can do is go back. Maybe something's changed towards the entrance. Hmm. don't think I missed any doors along the way. So I guess there's some puzzle in this area that reveals the way, and I haven't found it. Yeah, if he shows up in here, like, I feel like there's actually nowhere to hide, really. Unless, like, can I move some of this stuff out of the way? Doesn't look like I can get back behind there. No, there's nothing. Secret trap door somewhere? There was something, in case of a missing rod. The inner study rooms. The inner study rooms. Okay. Seems like this would be the inner study based on the shape of the hall, but maybe it was just maybe it's supposed to be the room at the end. Except I looked there, I didn't find anything. I guess it's gonna look like red and blue. So it's gonna be green, probably. Is this gonna be a very simple puzzle with a very obvious solution that's in front of me the whole time? Okay, if there is something called an inner study room, it's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be in here. It's in here somewhere. Under the table? Chambers of the Human Skull. Guy had a particular obsession with anatomy. The fact that, like, weird shit happened when I opened this one. Was it just the bones in here, or is there really nothing else there? That was a nice touch, though. The way the portrait changed. It was so subtle, like you could easily miss it. It's gotta be somewhere in this set of rooms. These two rooms. Do you know where it is? Is there another secret book thing that you move the book and something happens? Thought maybe it might be a false wall or something there. I mean, I wonder if there's any significance to these skulls. Or what's drawn on these posters? Nah, doesn't seem like it. See, if I was playing this live and I get stuck, somebody could point out whatever obvious thing I'm missing. But since this is edited, just have to wait and see. The only thing that, like, the weird thing that was clearly out of place was the event when I opened that cabinet, and the fact that the portrait changed. I can't move it. I can't punch a hole in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not in here. What else happened? I mean, we've got rubble here, but no more explosives. The cabinet. Weird things happened when the cabinet opened up. This window broke. What? The cracked window panes are held together only by a weak wooden frame. Oh. This wasn't just a... Oh, I see a pickup out there and everything. Okay. That wasn't just a spooky event. It was an actual thing of importance. Let's try a shovel. Ah. Finally, freedom. Free at last. I mean, seems like we could just, you know, climb down and get out. What? Ooh. Oh, there's that goop everywhere. Oh. Hello. Elevator renovation plans. That's relevant to my interests.
Is anyone there?
Yes. Dot, dot, dot. Huh. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. What the hell have these people been up to? Is that the thing that was following Agrippa? That guardian or whatever that took his elevator schematics? Using steam power, chamber controller. Ooh. Very nice. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Okay. I think the two that I have are the Trinity rod and the 4-phase rod. Okay. Flow is so that's the order that I put them in. Flow cycle rod. Ah, and here's the rubble. What's in here? Okay, let's fix an elevator. What did it say? Trinity and then 4-phase and then flow cycle. Machine room key, oil, okay. Oh, yeah. We're finally in a good place, decent place, oil-wise, so... Ooh. Noted. Yeah, I guess this place was not monster infested, which is fortunate. Because there wasn't really anywhere to hide in there. That strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Oh. Heads pounding. And I think the music changed again. Is that fountain filled with blood now? And I'm pretty sure this is new growth here.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Daniel seems like he was far too trusting. Yeah, that's an interesting development. I wonder if, like, how much of the map changes based on the order that you do things in. Man, ambient noise or lack of noise, you know, just goes such a long way. Oh, I have the key. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Ah. Welcome to the machine room. Hopefully, being a machine room, there's lots of oil in here. And something tells me...
Closer, somehow.
Something tells me this room will not be safe from the monster. Ah. This did say 8 up, 8 down, right? But there is no 8 on there. That's interesting.
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Wow. Somebody's following Daniel around? 156522 335124. And the meters should read up 8 and down 8. Does that mean I probably just move them up and down so that both of them add up to 8, I'm assuming. And let's see, do I do that first, or build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery? And getting the right pressure, it seems like that's what I'm supposed to do first. So I need light without spending oil for this. Let's see. You know, I wonder if doing this somehow attracts the monster. You know, like it makes noise or something. Up 8, down 8. Well, this is 5, 6. Okay, so 6 and 2, right? Three and 3 and 1 and 4. Even and stable. Nice. I didn't get a sanity boost for doing that. Oh well. So that actually added this sort of... There's sort of this ambient hissing noise everywhere now. I wonder if that's going to make it harder to hear certain things. Like when the monster's coming. Now where to put these rods is the question.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle."
Ooh.
Signed, Alexander. What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
I gotta say, I did not expect the very cosmic, supernatural sort of turn. Machine equipment memo. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the store. Oh, okay. This is if you... Oh. I don't think you could have gone to this place first, right? Because wasn't the machine room key in storage? Maybe it was in the bedroom. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. Circle, triangle, square. Oh. Right, that must be where I put the rods. Okay. Trinity. Trinity. Don't like that. 4-phase. And flow cycle. Is that right? On the pressure thing, it gave me a message that it was right. I mean, I'm assuming left to right is the order that flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. How does that correspond to circle, triangle, square? I mean, I guess I can just try other configurations, right? The machine's supposed to check proper configuration once the rods are inserted. So I kind of feel like this must not be correct. I just, I don't know what to do with these shapes as clues. I mean, I could try every configuration. Trinity steam rod. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing, as far as I can tell, that connects any of these to specific functions. So what happens if I, does it say something if I do it wrong? Oh, well, I guess that was right. Okay, rods are in place, pressure is balanced.
There's nothing left. Everything's gone.
Now, what? I just feel like my friend is gonna come around to any corner at any moment. Because it's been a hot minute since we've seen him.
July 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate.
What the hell?
Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me.
Huh.
I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
That actually, I mean, I know I'm not actually sure if Daniel is the monster, but it is kind of suspicious. Like, everyone he visits dies horribly. It just kind of seems like maybe it's not something following him. It could very well be him. Okay, we got a couple of levers. Needs more work. What's this? Nothing in the burner for it to ignite. I need to put something in the burner. What could I put in there? Oil? I don't know. That can't be it. What if I didn't have any? I guess we probably keep going. Maybe there's something in here. Oh yeah, of course. Coal. Disappointed that there has not been any oil lying around down here. how do we... Can I just pick it up? Yeah, that works. And there. Is that enough? Okay. More. Rule of threes. Probably need 3. And the fact that the guy could show up at any time, but you could go long stretches without him showing up. Pretty effective, you know? I don't know how safe I am at any given point. And go. Okay, that's not quite it. Not sure what else it needs. What's this? Missing cogwheels. Okay, I saw one over here. Somebody really went to a fair amount of trouble to disassemble this thing. 2 more cogwheels. I feel like I saw some cogwheels up at the very beginning of the area. So I probably have to go up and get them. Backtracking, super dangerous. I always feel like in a game like this, if you have to backtrack, it's probably bad news. They're gonna pull something on you. He's gonna be waiting. It's not gonna be safe. Ooh. It's funny how, like, nothing has attacked me, but I'm still, like, so, like, tense and ready. Like, I'm constantly expecting that it's gonna happen at any moment. Which I like that about, you know, I like horror that is not just cheap jump scares, but that builds atmosphere. Hopefully now this thing will work. Let's go. Nice. Now, can we get to the elevator without... Oh. Oh. Daniel, or whoever you are, what is happening to your brain? You're seeing things. Ooh. What? So, are we seeing things, or is this stuff really spontaneously appearing in front of us? Maybe the whole castle is, like... Maybe the whole place is an absolute mess the whole time, and, wait, where... This way. No, wait. This way. Ouch. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. Oh. Okay. I am definitely leaning more towards the idea that, yeah, we are Daniel. And we are being followed by something from... something attached to that orb. I was thinking, like... I was trying to think of, like, maybe I shouldn't just assume that a strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one... Okay, yeah. I was trying to think, like, I shouldn't just assume that we're Daniel. I shouldn't just assume that, you know... I was just trying to think ahead about where the story might be going, and I think maybe, no, I think maybe we are... I think maybe we are Daniel, and... But we'll see. We'll see. But I definitely wasn't expecting the very, like, supernatural twists and turns that this is taking. It broke again already. All that work. The dark towers of Brennenburg rose above the forest and were silhouetted against the snow-white moon. He couldn't help feeling sad for some reason. Descendant, taking a rough ride on the elevator. I do like where the story is going. It just... It wasn't the direction I expected it to go, so that's not a bad thing. Well, we're not getting back up that way. Hello? It truly is a dark descent.
Come, this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This
Of course.
is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Daniel should have... Well, it's hard to say he should have just turned and ran, because he was clearly in a really, really bad situation. Still, you know, Alexander is clearly not exactly someone he can... Not exactly someone who inspires trust. And I see we have a blood trail again. Hmm. Yeah. Dungeon, castle dungeon. What a fitting setting. What a convenient supply of experimentation victims. Oof. I see a light up ahead there. Damn. This place could easily become such a maze. Ah. I'll take those. How's my oil? Might as well. Something blew this cell door way off from the inside. Don't want to know if that's still wandering around. Oh, shit. Shit. I probably just cornered myself. I don't hear footsteps. Now I do. But yeah, he just like appeared around a corner right in front of me, looking at me. That could happen at any time. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I wonder if that could have happened, you know? Anytime in the machine shop or the study. Could that have happened and we just lucked out? Okay. The music tells me that he's gone. Let's try up here first, though. If he came from here, he's probably not here anymore, right?
Where is she? Where did she go?
No, I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
I think that's the first time we've heard Daniel sound a little bit less okay. Like going from being just frightened and confused to sounding a little, you know, a little more dangerous even. The lock is very corroded and weak. Does that mean that's different from a simple lock that I used the needle thingy on? Weak lock makes it sound like I just need to hit it with something. If it's all corroded or whatever. So maybe I just need to find something to hit it with.
Someone's coming.
What? Is he coming in? I can't do shit about that. I'm totally maybe he was just looking. Just taking a peep inside. Okay. Yeah. If he actually took a look inside the room, there would have been absolutely nothing I could do. But he is active down here. And the fact that he is wherever I am, despite the fact that I just rode that elevator down, like, and it crashed and the way was totally blocked. He's not even chasing me, he's like attached to me. And he is still out there. The music hasn't stopped. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he's like directly, you know, linked to me, you know? He's got to be the thing that has been following me and killing everybody that I talk to.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
Hmm.
Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed.
Ah,
You will be fine. I promise.
what's this? Northern block. Secret tunnel. Oh. There's a hole in the ground, but it's too small to fit a man. Hmm. Can I mean, can I make it larger? Is that something I can do? Drop this bucket on it? Well, safe travels, bucket. I guess I need to find something for that also. Or maybe some kind of explosive again to... Yeah, that's not gonna... No, okay. I need something a little more substantial. I feel pretty safe using these. Ooh, I see you. Another one of these. Yeah, I'm, I don't know. Getting a little turned around. I guess I'm just going in a big circle. Generally going clockwise. But anyway, I feel pretty safe using these tinderboxes because I think I've... Maybe that's the... Yeah, that's the door that, yeah, I came up from down there. Well, in that case... Once again, I picked a hiding spot that I cornered myself in, so really hope he doesn't closely investigate this hallway. And the fact that I'm, like, yeah, I'm almost insane anyway. This could end badly. This could end very badly. We might find out what happens when you run out of sanity. Okay. What if I just, like, hide under some torchlight for a while? Yeah, he's like 500% more active down here than he was up there. So far, what I know is I need something to break a weak lock. and there's a hole in the ground that I either need to make myself smaller or make the hole bigger. And I'm guessing it's the latter. Sanity's not do. The thing about having your sanity not be like a meter you can look at is I have no idea how long I need to wait inside some light. Like if I'm supposed to wait till my vision stops swimming and it, like this is... Okay, there we go. It's at least good enough that it's not like, it's not speechless anymore. So that is a solid lock down there. And there's a weak lock that I could maybe just break. Maybe... There was that one other passageway. Off over here. So I guess we can see what's over this way. Maybe there's something... Ah! Hammer. So either I could use that to break the lock, maybe, or... maybe... even... It's probably unlikely that I can use that to make the hole bigger. But I can at least... I'm guessing I can at least break the lock with that. Ooh. I don't know how to interpret that, but based on what my screen is doing, it's not safe. Yeah, seeing that nuked my sanity again. Hide in the torchlight. I mean, that way is probably not even going to be open. It's probably locked, so I probably take the hammer back up and use it on that door up there. And they're doing a really good job with giving you just enough oil to keep going, but never enough that you actually feel safe. Like you're constantly just subsisting. Damn. Yeah, that really nuked my sanity. Seeing that. I can't move yet. Well, I've got a lantern. Let's just see. Okay, that won't move. Noted. So we could probably make a run for that door up there, and if I do get... That's the problem. If I do just go for it, turn on the lantern and run for it, and then I get hunted, hiding in the dark when I'm already so low on sanity, I feel like it's just... I'm just gonna die. Or whatever happens when you run out of sanity. But fuck it. It doesn't seem to be changing, so I'm gonna run for it. Something else is needed. A drill? Something else like a wedge or something, maybe, you know. something that I hit with the hammer against the door. Maybe that's it. Well, I kind of went everywhere, and I don't think I saw anything else. So I guess I take another look around for... Ooh. Well, my sanity's better anyway than it was. I'm not sure what that was, but I guess it was not a hunt. So many rats, I wonder if they're a clue. Can I use the hammer on this hole? Using this tool alone is not enough to widen the gap. Ah, but that added a thingy. Find an additional tool to widen the hole. Search for another way around the barred gate. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we will continue this next time. Making progress, though. We fixed the elevator. We've been exploring this cell block. Found a few things we need to do down here. I'm not really sure where we need to go to find something else that we need to combine with the hammer. I'm assuming that tunnel is how we're going to get around the barred gate, but I need to find something else first. So Monster is super active down here. They're definitely making it more spicy as we go, so loving the tension. I think the core gameplay loop is just a really cool, it's a fun way to structure the game as far as cat and mouse with, puzzle elements and balancing. You have to hide in the dark, but you can't stay in the dark, and just very, very tight resource management. Can't wait to find out what the hell's going on with all this, what is following Daniel, what is Daniel up to, what is Alexander up to. So, thank you for watching, thanks for hanging out with me. This cell block is it's a fun, happy place, full of good memories, I can tell, for a lot of people. So, I'll see you next time, where we're gonna figure out how to get the hell out of here, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.